Hey y'all. Alrighty. It's hot in here. I gotta turn off all my fans so I can go live. What's up, y'all? Find a good. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? I think I've got another thing. I wanted to. I'm on Instagram and YouTube, y'all. Y'all know how I do. I'm just trying to get everything set up on both platforms, make sure everything's okay. What's up, Roberta? All right, this is as good as it's gonna get, I guess, for me. I know it's hot, y'all. Hey, James. It's hot. Let me see. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Filters. Here we go. Oh, I like that filter. That's 4K. Um, okay, okay. That's a little weird. Let's start with this one. All right, y'all. What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? It's Unique Divination and it's Manifestation Monday, right? Manifestation Monday. How's everybody feeling today? We know it's hot. I'm hot. I can't record with any air conditionings or fans on because y'all won't be able to hear me on the replay. Sounds crazy. So I have to suffer to go live a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. So as I said, it's Manifestation Monday, and this live will be focusing on resetting our energy so that it can align with what's truly meant for us, right? And whether you watch this live or on the replay, it'll definitely be the right time for you to receive the message, okay? So before we get into anything, before I move forward, y'all know I kind of suffer from anxiety. So I just kind of want to take a little moment to breathe in and breathe out. And as we take a couple of breaths, I want you to set an intention, okay? It can be a word, it can be a vision, it can be a feeling. Type it in the chat if you want to. Claim and anchor it, okay? So that's what I want us to do while we're taking some deep breaths, okay? Just for like a little 30 seconds or so, we're just going to breathe, all right? So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so I feel better. I hope that made you feel a little bit better. And let's move into what we're going to get into. All right, so tonight's theme is release fear, receive alignment. All right, release fear and receive alignment. All right, Manifestation Mondays. What you attract is what's meant for you. Okay, and so our theme is release fear, receive alignment. So type a yes if you kind of resonate with that alignment, if this is something that you may need to hear at that time, or if it's something that you've been thinking about, just kind of on your own self growth path. So if you're resonating so far with what anything is going on, just drop a yes in the comments. Not only that, make sure that you like and share this live. Somebody else may need to hear the message, may not know about me, so just kind of share this, right? Definitely share the live. Journal. Grab a journal real quick. I wanted to grab my manifestation journal, but I'm already seated in my little area and I can't get back up. But I need for y'all to make sure that y'all have a journal whenever I go live, so that you can take down any notes for your own self-growth if you already have a journal. If not, click the link in my bio, go to the link tree, click on the shop, and see the manifestation journal I'm talking about. I should have it in my next live. I gotta get myself together. All right, I'm getting there. I went live yesterday, so you'll see the journal there. But definitely, you need a journal moving forward if you want to take down any notes. Also, I don't have a job, y'all. I don't have a corporate job anymore. I got laid off. They eliminated my job after 10 years of being with this company. And so when this happened to me, I was kind of upset. I didn't know how to take it. It just happened. My last day was actually on the 3rd. And I signed an NDA, so I can't really say too much about me being laid off. But nonetheless, I bring this up because the theme is release fear and receive alignment. And for those of you who know, I've been doing this for since 2016 on the side, and as much as I could with my personal business with tarot reading and stuff like that. And I started part-time at my corporate job, and I ended up as a part-time employee to being a manager of the whole department, right? And so this kind of had to take second place to what I was doing in the corporate realm. I would still do events, I would still do readings. Woo! Excuse me, I don't know why y'all when I talk online. But this was kind of second place to what I was doing. And so I did a lot, right? What's up, King Ann? I did a lot when I was doing this part-time. I done sold oils, I done sold soaps, readings, I do events, I hosted a retreat, and I did all of this not really knowing what I was getting into. Hey, what's up, YouTube? But looking back, it helped me lay the foundation for, yes, girl, I'm telling y'all the story now. I done lost my job, right? My corporate job. I'm trying to get here to this place. And the theme, which is release fear, receive alignment for Manifestation Monday. So anyway, this I've come to a fork in the road. I have a severance, right? I got paid for 6 months off because I was there for 10 years, right? And so I have up to 6 months to find another job. So what I decided to do, I'm still going to look for another job, but I said I already have a business. Why don't I just try to get more consistent and build more in my own business while I'm off? I might not be off the entire 6 months, right? I may take a couple months off. I don't know, but I do know that I have a business that I've already laid down the foundation for. I have supporters, and remember, I used to run classes in the beginning too on how to get your business going on Instagram. So I have all of these tools, and I said, let me just go for it, right? If y'all Google me, Unique Divination, you see all the things. Like, I've got a footprint on social media, all the things that I told us to build up when I started out years ago. I feel like I've done. I'm on several platforms. And so I just want to take this opportunity to finally connect with y'all like I should have been back then in 2017, 2018, 2019. And so here I am. So yes, I'm back on Insta Live. I'm also on YouTube. I'm thinking about going over to TikTok. I have to get my other phone. I have iPad here to help me with the script. I got a script. I'm on my laptop that my job gave me since they laid me off. I got a laptop and a phone and my other phone, and I'll probably do TikTok on that other phone. So I'll be on 3 different platforms. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know I tell y'all If you are tarot readers or doing anything on social media, you should definitely be on more than one platform going live if you can. It's not easy to do, but it's doable. And you can do it, right? So enough about me. I just want you to know that I'm here. I'm thinking about this might be the time that I go live for. I've already set up a theme. I have themes for the week. And so this is Monday, so it's gonna be Manifestation Monday. I put a little reel. So you're gonna be seeing a little bit more consistency. My Instagram profile, I'm gonna try to like make it look more just whatever. You feel me? Like y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking 4 is a good time, either 4 to 5 or 4 to 6. Drop sometimes in the comments that y'all would like to see me go live. I want to go a little bit later. I don't know, but I'm just open right now. So I have goals for my own manifestation. One of them is I need to go live every day this week, at least Monday through Friday. And I've already started today. So that's a check on my goals for completing, right? All right. So, anyway, let's get back to the theme. Release fear, receive alignment. Comment yes if you are aligning with that already. All right. And so now we're going to get into some pulling cards. All right. I'm going to pull 3 cards and 2 oracle cards. I'm going to pull 3 tarot. I'm going to pull a self-care card, and I'm going to pull an affirmation card, right? And this is what we're going to need to focus on for manifesting whatever it is that we need to manifest. All right. And y'all know I love my favorite deck, the Hermetic deck. I've been using this deck since I started, right? It's my favorite deck. Oh, also, let me know. Drop your sign. Drop your zodiac and your sun and or moon sign so I know who's in the room. And we can do this now or on the replay. Drop your sign, your zodiac sign, or your moon sign in the chat to let me know who I got up in my space. Who am I connecting with? You can do this now or even on the replay after you watch it. I am a Capricorn sun, Taurus moon, Cancer rising. Is that a Virgo? Libra, Scorpio sun, and Leo moon. Let's go. All right, so the 3 cards that I'm going to pull before our reading are dealing with one. The first card is going to be our current vibration collectively. The second card is going to be what's blocking our manifestation collectively. And the third card is what spirit wants you to walk into. Okay. So type of yes in the comments now or in the replay if you receive what we're trying to get into. Current vibration, what's blocking our manifestation, and what spirits want you to walk into. So the first card just flung out. I'm going to leave this right here. All right, we got the first card. I'm over here dying, y'all. I got no fan on. Because if I cut my fans on, it's just going to be all this background noise. All right, I just did the second card. Third card has been selected. And now let me get my self-care. If you're interested in any of the decks that I use, go to my Amazon storefront. Click the link in my bio, and all the I've even got new cards. I had to incorporate some money oracle cards into my readings because I did an event, y'all, in Atlantic City at a casino. So that was really cool for me. It was a grand opening. It's called the Voodoo Lounge at the Harrah's Resort. And you can't go to a casino without getting a money reading, right? So I got some new cards. I'm not sure if I put those cards in my list yet, but I definitely will do that before the day is out if you want any of those cards on my Amazon storefront. Also, the backdrop that I got here, Amazon storefront. So I'll also put that on my list so that you can see. And of course, I get commission for anything that you guys purchase through my store. So I greatly appreciate it, right? All right, so we've got I'm gonna do 3 self-care because I pulled 3 cards. And then let me see. We've got Intuition Oracle. Okay, I'm on Instagram and YouTube, by the way. If you see me, like, I should keep looking down. All right, so let's do our intuition, and this is going to give us an affirmation that we can hold on to for the rest of the week, or that we need to just think about when we deal with manifesting. If you don't have a journal, I recommend you get a journal. I'm going to thank you for the past week. I'm gonna this is gonna be on replay, so you can always come back to it. But like I said, I recommend you get a journal or get my manifestation journal. I can't grab it; it's literally in my briefcase. But wait, hold on. Do I want to try to grab my briefcase? Is literally at the end of my bed. But if I move, let me pick the card first, and let me see if I can grab it. I might not be able to. I'm like stuck in the corner of my bed. No, it's not worth it. I can't do it. I have it next live. I'm going live tomorrow. So, all right. So I've got the cards. Are you ready to receive the message? Comment yes. Instagram, YouTube, if you're ready to receive the message. Hey, Bunny. Manifestation Mondays. The theme is release fear, receive alignment. I'm getting ready to get into the cards collectively. After that, we'll have time to do personal readings, y'all. So I will be doing some personal readings after that, okay? So if you're interested, hang tight, all right? All right, so the first card that we have is our current vibration collectively, okay? Remember, the theme is release fear, receive alignment. So what is our current vibration? And we have the moon. Can you see that, YouTube? The moon, right? Our current vibration is the moon. So what does that mean? It means a few things. The moon represents our moon sign. So right now it's saying that we're currently operating in your moon sign, right? That's your current vibration. So that means that your moon sign attributes are kind of running the show over your sun sign attributes. All right. And then secondly, we're going to talk about shadow, right? This is telling us that our current vibration is we're operating in our shadow self. This could be a good or bad thing depending on how you interpret this. So acting in your shadow self, are you acting in your shadow self by dealing with things or acting in ways that are negative to your situation, or are you pulling things out of your shadow? So I feel like our current vibe is that we're stuck in our shadow. Like I said, I just recently was laid off. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little depressed, moving slow, kind of negative, picking fights, being irritable. So my current vibration was that shadow aspect, and I had to snap out of it, and I'm still currently working on snapping out of it, right? And so understand that our current vibration might just be a little dark. Definitely, we're operating in our moon sign. Look up the negative traits for your moon sign, okay? Look up the negative traits for your moon sign, and that'll give you more information and clue you in a little bit more on understanding, being more self-aware of the negative traits that you pull from your moon sign. Okay. I'm a Taurus moon. I could be lazy, I could be stubborn, bullheaded, and I saw those attributes right after I kind of got laid off. Also, current vibe, not necessarily keeping secrets, but just not omitting some things. I don't know if we're out here omitting things from people that we care about. I feel like currently we're going through some trust issues. Collectively, we're going through trust issues. If you're in a new relationship or if you're in a current relationship, um, trust issues is going to play a part in how much you want to divulge, or how vulnerable you want to be to somebody. So just keep that in mind, that we're currently in a vibe or a situation where we don't want to give our all or tell everything right now because we're just not feeling safe, right? Comment yes if you resonate with the current vibe and situation that is being felt collectively according to the cards. Comment yes. Comment yes if you feel that energy. All right. The second card that we have going on, Eight of Cups, reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. So what's blocking your manifestation? Eight of Cups reversed. I don't know if I should read this reversed. I don't know if reverse matters in this reading, pertains to the card. What's blocking your manifestation? Well, let's get into what this card resonates to begin with. So Eight of Cups, period. Lord of Abundance, success. So this Saturn and Pisces on here. So this is a collective reading, but it's specifically talking to people that have Saturn in their placements in their birth chart, or currently are under Pisces. But collectively, it just, hey Tiffany, collectively it's just talking about things that we won't walk away from, things that we continue to hold on to, that's bringing our energy down emotionally, mentally. And this ties into the first card, our current vibe and situation, which was the moon card, where I talked about us having trust issues. Okay. We just won't walk away from things. This could be toxic relationships, not even romantically, but just friends. Some of us have childhood friends that we want to hold on to, right? But the relationship is not equal. It's you doing more, maybe these friends are not really friends. You're just holding on to them because you know them for a long time, but every time you're around them, they're draining your energy. It's not just whenever you talk to them, they're negative. You know what I mean? So like, work, a lot of us are stuck in jobs and financial situations that we can't walk away from, or the perception is we can't walk away because we don't really want to do the work. We're not understanding our main character energy and what we are capable of, right? It all sounds good when you're talking about it, but putting those things in real time, it's work. And some of us are afraid to do that work. And so therefore, card number 2 was blocking your manifestation. What's blocking the manifestation is that you're not willing to walk away from things that no longer serve you anything. They don't give you any passion, any desire. They're hurting your energy, which in turns and it hurts your energy field and everything that you're trying to manifest around you. Okay. All right. Type yes, comment yes if you resonate with the second card, and understanding that our energy is being blocked because we can't walk away, right? And I'm not putting the blame. We just have to acknowledge that's what comes first. We're not looking for a fault or a blame or an excuse. Like I said, even if it's your job and you've been stuck there, if you know that That's not what you want to do in life. That's not your true passion, because we all know that when you love what you do, you make more money. The more you like what you do, the easier it is to want to work hard for what you want, right? And so we have to even acknowledge, even you're stuck, you feel like you don't have enough skills or whatever. We're not even getting that deep, right? The first step is just acknowledging. That's for anything, with any addiction, with any type of anything that needs to be addressed. We have to first acknowledge that situation. And so card 2, what's blocking your manifestation, is asking us to understand that what's blocking our manifestation is the fact that we can't walk away. For whatever reason, we're stuck. We cannot walk away from the person, place, thing, or idea currently, right? And so let's acknowledge that. Comment yes if you acknowledge that that's what's currently going on in your life when it comes to manifestation, right? Some things you just can't walk away from, right? Comment yes if you resonate with that. Card 3. What spirit wants you to walk into? What spirit wants you to walk into? Yeah, the reversals really didn't apply for this reading. All right, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Lord of Peace restored. We've got Libra on this card. So this is a message specifically for Libras, even though this is a collective message, right? Libra energy deals with balance, moderation. Remember, Libra is a scale. All right, card 3. What spirit wants you to walk into? Spirit wants you to walk into peace. That's going to set the tone for your manifestation. If you're operating in chaos, just utter nothing's, no discipline, everything is just awry everywhere, you're not going to be able to manifest. Now, some things, there is order in chaos, but if you're part of the chaos, you can't be a part of the chaos. You have to be still in the midst of the storm. Okay, be still in the midst of the storm. Immortal Bro, if you're still here watching after I get through this for the personal readings part, you're gonna go first, okay, because of the badge that you gave to me, so I appreciate that. And I won't forget that, okay? So you'll be first when I get into doing the readings for y'all, pulling cards. Card 3, what spirit wants you to walk into? Peace. Like I was saying, you cannot manifest when everything is just chaotic and hectic around you, and then you're a part of the chaos and in the hectic stuff. Like, you have to be able to pull yourself apart from the chaos, even if it's all around you. Like I said, be still, be peace in the middle of the storm. This is something that you have to do. You have to implement. This is not a choice. It is a must. If you want manifestation in your life, if you want to attract the things you want in your life, you have to be level-headed. You have to be grounded, right? And you have to be flexible through the chaos and the storm, but it cannot consume you. Okay? What spirit wants you to walk into? Moderation. No more doing too little, no more doing too much. I have that issue where I either do too little or I do the extreme. I'm a polarized person. Comment yes if you happen to be a polarized person. Either you're doing too much or you're not doing enough, right? Either I'm being extremely lazy or I'm just on 100, right? I have to learn, and I've had to learn, and I'm still learning how to do things in moderation. Don't go overboard. Don't run yourself ragged. Don't do too much. Don't do too little. Do enough. Exercising, eating, learning how to do things about going out, drinking, all of those things, knowing when enough is enough. What's up, all caps? Knowing when enough is enough, right? That's really important when it comes to being grounded and wanting to manifest things in your life. So spirit wants you to walk into peace. 2 of Swords. Twos deal with duality, right? So spirit wants you to walk into your whole self, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine energy. Now is the time to accept yourself for who you are, your sun and your moon, your light and your dark. Of course, you want to work on better behavior patterns and be more disciplined. But ultimately, we need to work on accepting us, all of the things that we like and we don't like about ourselves. If there's things that you can change about yourself, you work on those slowly but surely. But if accept you for who you are, your face, your body, love you and all of you, how you are, your style, things about you, you are unique and nobody is like you. Right. And so self-care, self-esteem, self-love is going to be a big deal. And that's going to play a lot when it comes to manifesting, because if you don't love yourself, then you don't feel like you deserve. In order to manifest, you must feel like you deserve, that it's meant for you, right? Manifestation Monday. What's meant for you, you will attract it. You can't feel that way if you have low self-esteem and no self-love, and not really loving yourself um, in totality. Okay, comment yes if you resonate with that. Swords. Swords deals with travel. It deals with business. It deals with communication. Spirit wants you to walk into better communication. Be more open to travel. Open to see new things, new ideas, new people, and open to looking at other things business wise and financial wise. Passive income. What can you do in order to help manifest, right? Um, and so again, the journal, we need the journal. We got to do a lot of soul searching and we got to do a lot of planning in order to get this thing going. All right. Self-care. I pulled 3 self-care cards. Self-care is very important to me. If you don't care for yourself, who else is going to care for you? Nobody. Nobody wants to be around anybody, be bothered by people who don't even want to care about themselves. People actually value you more. They put into you more when they see you, how you love yourself. Not only that, you teach people how to treat you. When you treat yourself good, if you don't treat yourself good, nobody else is going to want to treat you good. And that's just the reality of the things. It's harsh, it's cruel, but this world is harsh and cruel. And so, with that, we need to understand that. And you must always be self preserving, self preservation. Put yourself first at any and all costs, right? In order to help yourself and to help other people, you have to help yourself first. Self care card number 1, clean your space. Clean your space. I don't know about y'all. I can hoard sometimes. I like to buy things in bulk, just collect things. Throw out some stuff you don't need, right? Throw out some stuff. I'll go through your wardrobe. If you haven't worn it in years, throw it away. When you throw out old things, you are able to bring in new things. Clean your space, your personal space. My room, I just cleaned my room. I have a dog, y'all. He's 1.5 years old. I love him. He's half pit, half husky. He sheds everywhere. I'm not used to this. Okay, I had a 13-year-old Yorkie. He has hair. He doesn't shed, and so I have a dog who now sheds, and so I have to continuously clean my space, and it's just like, oh, what did I get myself into? But self-care card number 1, clean your space. In order to manifest, you have to be neat. What do they say? What's that saying? Cleanliness is next to godliness. All right. When you're feeling depressed, clean up something. Okay. Get up, move around, and clean up. Comment yes now or after the replay if you resonate with cleaning up. Second self-care card. Meditate. Meditate. Take the time to get your mind right. Stop running through the chaos. You can't calm yourself. You can't ground yourself. You can't be the peace in the middle of the storm if you don't know how to shut yourself down. Shut the brain off. Just sit. Start at a minute and build it up. I'm always big on building foundations. Don't try to do everything at once, all extreme. Start off a minute, then build it up next time you sit. If you can't sit, I I have ADHD. I think I got some other stuff too, but sometimes it's hard for me to sit certain places for a long time. And so, in order for me to meditate, or when I was learning how to meditate, I would only sit for a minute. I would do that for a couple of days and I would add another minute to it. So, start slow. Stop worrying about other people's paths and what other people are doing. If you're not at that level, you're just not at that level, and that's okay. Acknowledge what you have, and we're going to work on what we can do. All right. So, meditation is important, and it's key in helping with manifesting. Comment yes if you resonate with that. Lastly, we have sync with the moon. What's up, 3800? Sync with the moon. All right. So for those of y'all that are into lunar cycles, we understand that the full moon expands energy. The waxing moon is a buildup of energy. Waning moon is a release of energy. The new moon is we're ushering in new energy. Okay. So if you don't remember anything else, remember that. Okay. Write that down in your journal that you should have. Okay. So let's just sync with the moon and kind of go from there. Understanding our thought process during the waxing moon. What do I need to be building upon? Understanding the full moon, our thought process, knowing we're going to be expanding energy and ideas and physically doing things to help expand things. Understanding that the waning moon, we want to be releasing. What do I want to let go of? What do I want to clean out of my house? The clutter. What do I want to release? That's what releasing is. Letting go, getting rid of relationships, people. I'm not going over here right now during the waning moon because I just need to stay away from a certain area. I'm not talking to this person. I'm focusing on releasing during the waning moon. And then we have the new moon, whereas let me go out so I can meet new people. Let me attend this event. Let me do this new thing. Let me usher in a new habit into my life to create the discipline and the things that I need for self-growth and for manifesting. Okay. Type yes, comment yes if you resonate with syncing with the moon. Oh. All right. And last but not least, we have affirmation. Look at the imagery on here. Don't mind my nails, y'all. I've been wearing press-ons for a little bit, and I took them off. Look at the imagery. Look at here, YouTube. Look at the imagery, and the affirmation is the partners. I keep my word, and I put my partnership first and always. This could mean a couple of things. This could mean the partnership that you have with your romantic partner. What's up, Ava? This could be the relationship that you have with yourself, partnership with yourself. I keep my word and I put my partnership first and always. Right? I'm feeling like this is dealing with the partnership of self more so than partnership with somebody else. Right? And I talked about earlier in the reading about masculine and feminine energy, the duality. We had the Two of Swords, right? I feel like this is speaking more to the partnership of self, understanding who you are, your sun, moon, your sun sign, your moon sign, your light attributes, your dark attributes. Okay, so this is just confirming for me, just finalizing and putting the whole reading together, that I keep my word and I put my partnership first and always. Partnership with self. All right, comment yes now or in the replay if you resonate with this affirmation. I keep my word and put my partnership first and always. I'm going to take a moment to kind of let that soak in. Feel that energy. All right. Now it's y'all turn. Roberto, are you still here? For those of you that want a quick a quick one card pull, put a star in the comment. Put a star in the comment if you want a quick one card pull. For my live participants, I'm pulling 3 to 5 cards. So Roberto and Rachel, if y'all are still here, y'all have the opportunity to get 3 to 5 cards. We can do video, or just go ahead and put your question either in the comments on Instagram or in the chat here on YouTube. Okay. Okay, you want a quick one card pull. Let's go. And we can stick to the theme. What it is that Immortal Bro needs to manifest. Gotcha. I'm gonna still pull 3. The Last Judgment. Princess of Wands reversed. 8 of Pentacles. And this is for Immortal Bro. The Last Judgment, Princess of Wands, and the Lord of Prudence. The situation with the final say so. I don't know if it's court. If it's something at your job, it's something where the decision is not in your hands, so to speak, right? And if I'm looking at all the cards, I pulled 2 upright cards and 1 reversed. That could tell me that whatever the situation is, it could be in your favor, right? If it is some type of court thing. If not, we've got Princess of Wands, we've got 8 of Pentacles. This also could be telling you to not be so judgy about a certain situation or a certain person. Maybe there's an outcome that you are trying to work out with somebody and you're not really feeling what they're saying about it. Be open. Princess of Wands reverse is telling me that you need to be a little bit more open to certain ideas. I don't know if somebody gave you advice or something pertaining to it, but it's not that you didn't shoot it down. Maybe it was because it was the messenger. And so it wasn't clear or you really weren't feeling it. I don't know, but definitely 8 of Pentacles, Lord of Prudence. Virgo was on this card. 8 of Prudence. And so what that's telling me is that you're being a little bit too critical. You're being a little bit too critical in certain situations, and you have to learn to be a little bit more open-minded, especially if you want to manifest things, especially if you want to build connections and relationships with people. If you can't change the outcome, if you don't have control in the environment, I wouldn't speak on anything. Only worry about what you can do and what you can control. That's how you will persuade people. You may be able to persuade a certain outcome based on how you move and not necessarily what you're saying. Also, this could be you're judging yourself, right? The Last Judgment, Princess of Wands, reverse, Lord of Prudence. You have ideas, you have great ideas, and you're just not comfortable. You're not securing yourself, and so you're criticizing yourself. You're blocking your own manifestation, as we spoke about earlier, because you're just not being open to the possibilities of the things that you can manifest. It's real. Once again, that goes back to being having self-love, self-esteem, and understanding that you are worthy and you deserve everything that you want to. Anything that you can imagine, you can do it. And we hear all these celebrities talk about it and all these people on social media, and they all have the same story. Like, you have to be to the point where you're delusional and the things that you want to manifest. But it's two parts to that. Remember the yin and the yang. Okay, let's be completely delusional about what we want to do, but also, what are we working on to get there? There has to be action and movement towards the things that you want, because that's how the door is going to open. That's how the miracle is going to happen. You can think all day and be delusional all day. That's just the first part to it. The second part to it is the action part, the movement part. Once you start moving, the doors start opening, things start coming into your path because you're walking towards it. Even if you take a wrong turn, you'll get there eventually. So stop judging yourself. Stop judging other people. If that's what that aspect of it is, be more open to ideas, your own ideas, and don't be afraid to fail. You're not perfect. The only thing that's perfect is imperfection, right? And then also on the flip side of that, like I said, it could be a final decision, something that you don't have control over, whether it be court or at work, but somebody else has the decision over you. Again, it all plays out on how you're responding to things, how you're moving. It will all work in your favor. Like I said, we've got 2 upright cards, 1 reversed. So ultimately, the situation will work out. All right. Comment yes if you resonate with any of that. What's up, DJ? Comment yes if you resonate with that. It's been a long time. Rachel. Rachel is next. So yeah, I plan on I know y'all heard me say this over the years. I'm really gonna be consistent. You missed the part of this live earlier where I talked about how I got laid off. And that I have 6 months to find another job, but I said, let me get back up into what I've been doing on the side, right? Let me get this on the ball rolling. So my goal is, I gotta set daily goals because I'm bad, y'all, sometimes. How can you be such a motivating person? I mean, everybody has their flaws, but certain things that I just need to build more discipline and consistency on. And one of them is going live. It's always been my crutch, so to speak. Like, I would always just do enough, right? So my goal is to go live every week. And I have a theme for every day of the week. So, and it's looking good so far. So far, so good. I showed up today. I showed up to work today. And here I am. So Rachel, 3, I'm going to pull 3 cards for Rachel. All right, Rachel, I've got 1 upright, 2 reversals. The first one is 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Oh, no, 9 of Swords. The second one is Knight of Swords. I thought I said it wrong. Knight of Swords. So we have 9 of Swords and Knight of Swords reversed. And then we've got the Hangman reversed. And so, Rachel, Spirit is telling you, this card is Lord of Despair and Cruelty. This is Mars and Gemini. Again, we talk about how we're talking about our situations, making sure that we're being positive when we're speaking life into us and to what the things are that we want to do, right? You have to speak life. And right now, currently the vibe is we're not being as positive as we can be. Let's try to be a little bit more positive. Get that journal out, write positive affirmations for every negative thought that you have. Try to have 2 positive thoughts. Like, you have to really combat how you feel about yourself and your situations. And if that has to mean that you separate yourself from people, environments, you need to be around people that are going to support you and also have a good vibe and a good energy. It's going to be really important for you, and especially with things that you want to manifest. All right, comment yes if you resonate. Knight of Swords reversed. Upright, this knight is moving. He's not really moving, he's just kind of standing there. I've got Taurus and Gemini on this card. Gemini was on the Nine of Swords. So what that's telling me is there's a duality aspect. And again, we talked about that in the other cards that came up, yin and the yang, loving yourself completely, right? And so this message is that you have to love yourself. Again, the words that you're using. And I have Taurus on here, so it's telling me that you might be a little bit stubborn, right? And just not really understanding how powerful your mouth is when you speak over yourself in your life and the things that you manifest into your life. You have to really understand how powerful your mouth is in the words that you choose. And so you're blocking yourself. And because you're not actively trying to catch yourself, like I had to do it for a long, I had to actively in real time. Once I said something negative, I had to combat it or rebuke it and put something positive out there. I still do it sometimes. I'll wake up and be like, oh my God, I don't feel so good. Da, da, da. I hear myself complaining and I stop and I say, Unique, be quiet, reset, reprogram. And then I proceed to speak positive things. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm able to work through these challenges. Start rewording those negative things that are happening to you. Oh my God, my life sucks so now. Oh my God, I'm so blessed. I'm grateful that I'm going through these challenges so I can learn a new skill in life, how to cope with this, that, and the third, right? Once I started reframing my negative situations and things like that, it helped me out with my energy and my manifestation. When all you do is talk negative and you just have people around you that talk negative, you're not going to get anywhere. The Hangman reversed, and this goes back to what I was saying when I hit it on the head on this card, being stubborn. You got to make the sacrifices. The Hangman reverse is saying that we're not making the sacrifices that we need in order to move forward. We have to be disciplined, even if you start just a little teensy weensy bit. Don't do too much. I'm not about doing too much. I'm really not. You know the story about the tortoise and the hare, right? I'm the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race. By no means am I telling you to rush out there and try to do all these sacrifices and make all these changes. Make subtle changes. We're human beings. Human beings don't like to make changes. It's very hard for us the older we get to incorporate different behavior patterns in our programming. So everything that you do, it must be subtle. But you have to start making some sacrifices and you have to stand on it, right? We have to do it. Okay. Hey, Wesley. It's very important. Okay. So that concludes your reading. Let me know if everything resonated overall. Would anybody else like a general reading? I'm currently doing general readings for a little bit. Drop a star if you want a 1-card pull. Okay. Drop a star if you want a 1-card pull. If you want 3 cards, buy me a badge. Get a badge. All right, I gotta answer a text. Hold on, y'all. I hope my live doesn't mess up. All right, I'm back. All right, so drop a star, YouTube, Instagram. If anybody else would like a reading, I'm over here trying to read my little script. Okay, it's been 54 minutes. This is a good live. I don't have any anxiety. I feel really calm. I'm really taking a different approach to how I used to, and I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this kind of theme live I've got going on. Comment yes if you like the kind of new format of my live. All right, so hey, Miss Winter. Y'all caught me in the part of my live where I'm doing general readings. If you would like a reading, put a star. If you would like a reading for the star, I'm going to wait around for like another minute or two to see. If not, we're going to move on, continue on with the programming. Thank you kindly. All right, so we're going to move on. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I got you. All right, DJ. I got you. So the theme is Manifestation Monday, release fear, receive alignment, okay? So the card I'm going to pull for you is going to be pertaining to that. Oh, and one just flew out. I don't know if y'all saw that. The Lovers reversed. The Lovers reversed. Okay, so as far as manifesting, Gemini is on here, right? We've been talking about Gemini a lot lately, right? So it came up in your cards a couple times, but as far as manifesting, and Gemini is concerned, it deals with duality again. This is the Lovers card. So the Lovers card deals with relationships. It could mean a relationship with other people, or it could mean a relationship with yourself. I feel like this is more of relationship of self, right? Reversed. And as far as manifesting, this card is asking you to continue. Don't forget about you, right? It's very easy to connect with other people, get involved up and wrapped up in other people's lives, but you can't forget about you. If you want to continue to manifest the things that you want in life in order to, just have everything going your way, you can't forget about you. So relationship with self is the most important relationship that you need to focus on as far as manifesting. All right. Understanding that there's still more parts of you that you've not really integrated yet, right? With your sun and your moon, your light attributes, your dark attributes. So spirit is advising and recommending that you continue to look within, understand you, your behavior patterns, your boundaries, understanding where you're lacking at, what can we do better at, the things that you do good at, how can we make them better? So just an overall relationship with self is very important. Um, if I want to apply this to personal relationships, personal, romantic, business, any type of outside relationship outside of you right now, you don't need to focus on it. Okay. Because again, once you get more into with yourself, those aspects will be better. The connections that you have with people, right? The relationships that you're building with people, they will build up once you start being more in tune, continuing to do the shadow work, continuing to integrate. Okay. So comment yes if you resonated with that. Anybody else? Hey, if you're in here, drop a star real quick. Otherwise, I'm gonna move on. Drop a star if you want to one card pull. Because I'm gonna move on. You're welcome. All right, I'm moving on. um, mindset exercise. Mindset exercise. This is something that we're gonna do after we get off the chat. We're gonna do this for the rest of the week. We're gonna regroup Sunday, maybe talk about it. I don't know, but I want you to write this in your notes in your manifestation journal if you have it. Right, if not, or you can speak it out loud, or you can comment it now on the replay. Right. I want us to focus on this. I release what isn't mine. I magnetize all that belongs to me. What's up, Dre? I release what isn't mine. I magnetize all that belongs to me. I want you to write that down, speak it out loud, or put it in the comment section if it really resonates. I release what isn't mine. I magnetize all that belongs to me. I also want you to focus on this now or later in your meditation. An abundance visualization, right? I want you to close your eyes. Picture your highest self walking in your purpose. What are you doing? Who are you helping? How does the room feel when you walk in? Okay. I'm going to go over that visualization again. Picture your highest self walking in your purpose. What are you doing? Who are you helping? How does the room feel when you walk in? Okay. So, if you want to go deeper, book a personal reading or a spiritual strategy session with me. All right. Um, if you do it today, you can get a personal reading $30, 30 minutes for $55. If you book on my website, it's $111 for 30 minutes. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Today, if you were on my live, if you heard us, 30 minutes, $55. Okay, if you really want to get into some stuff, DM me if you're interested in a personal reading. Okay, it doesn't even have to be today. We can set it up for a future date. But if you want it, you can get it for $55 today. Otherwise, if you book on my website, it's going to be $111. Also want to remind you guys to get the manifestation journal. I didn't have it here. I couldn't reach it. It's in my briefcase at the end of my bed, but I'm stuck in my little setup. Purchase the manifestation journal. It comes in all colors. I have pink and yellow. All right. It's $19.97. It'll be one of the best investments. It's an investment, right? The affirmations on the cover. Let me see. Can I pull it up? Let's see if I can pull it up. I don't think I have anything. Oh, not doing. Where's the journals? I don't have it. I thought. Oh, you have matte green? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we need that. We need that, okay? If you look at yesterday's live, you'll see the journal there. I had it. I might post the journal as the cover of this live so you guys can see it. What's up, Emily? And we really need to have that, especially if you want to be a part of my community and keep up with what we're doing, because we're going to be keeping up with our manifestations, and you can't do it if you don't have a journal. Hold on, I might try one more time. Let me see what I can do. If something falls, I just put it back up. Let me see if it's in my briefcase. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, it is. So y'all can see what I'm talking about and why y'all need to get it. First of all, let's check out the briefcase. Check out the briefcase. Do y'all like it? It's the work bag, you feel me? All right. The journals. Jazzy baby. The journals. Pink, yellow. And so what does it say on the front of it? It says manifesting, manifest, Have a front seat to the glow up. I can manifest anything I want, manifesting my reality. And I ain't stopping nothing over here. Everything I desire to manifest is written in this book. So there's a bunch of manifestation thing. That's the front. This is the back. Again, there's other colors, so you don't have to get girly colors. It's for guys too. Rachel bought mint green. And so I started writing. This one's my personal one. I've started, and this is my second journal. So this is one for the new year. I'm going to keep this for all year. Okay. This is my show one that I bring when I go on events and stuff like that. But it's a lot of space in here. It's a lot of pages. A lot of pages. It's got the logo on the back. You feel me? If you're serious about your spiritual journey, you know, you need a journal. It don't have to be mine. I would like for it to be mine. But it has to, you have to have a journal. It's like inevitable, even for self-growth, right? How are you tracking yourself? That's another way to be more self-aware of who you are. Okay, so get that journal. Okay. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for showing up. A lot of y'all have been rocking with me since I started. My supporters, I just really am grateful, and I'm humbled that y'all continue to just rock with my energy. If this message served you, if this live served you, I want you to drop a heart for me. The limit does not exist, right? And we know where that came. That came from Mean Girls. The limit does not exist. Drop a heart if you received all of this before you leave. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share this with someone else who may need it. Okay? Until next time, protect your energy. Walk in your truth. And keep co-creating with spirit. Okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow.